This is the Wizard News. Supermarket prices have shot up at the fastest rate in decades, putting staples like eggs and bread out of reach for some. Between 2021 and 2023, egg prices have nearly doubled, leading some consumers to extreme workarounds like trying to smuggle eggs from Mexico and painting Easter potatoes instead of dyeing eggs to save on household funds. Meat, fish, and chicken are all substantially pricier than they were in 2021, as well as cereal and bread, which cost nearly 25% more in 2023 than they did in 2021. Except for produce, the cost of every category of food has shot up faster than overall consumer prices. A report from the Government Accountability Office breaks down the various pressures on food prices while putting the recent inflation into context. Food inflation between 2021 and 2022 was multiples higher than its average over the past 20 years. Higher costs for animal feed and fertilizer contributed to steeper prices for farmers, while shortages of packaging materials impacted the food processing stage, such as when peanuts are ground up to make peanut butter. The GAO broke down the various segments of food production and the role in the price of items on the shelf. The largest component was food processing, a segment that encompasses food and beverage manufacturers, which took 25 cents out of every food dollar. That was followed by retail trade, the store, supermarket, or other retailer that sells consumers that peanut butter. The cost of growing the food, called farm production, accounted for 14 cents, while agribusiness, which includes the producers of fertilizer and feed that farmers buy, took another 5 cents. The GAO noted that supply chain shocks related to COVID-19 affected many parts of the food chain, contributing to price hikes. Higher energy costs, for example, fossil fuels and renewables, can affect entities that use energy throughout the food supply chain. A major factor that goes unnoticed in this analysis is the role of profits. The GAO report does not separate out profits, but plenty of other evidence suggests they are a substantial component of inflation. In 2022, corporate profit margins surged to their highest level since the 1950s. Research from the Roosevelt Institute's Mike Konczal found that firms increased their markups substantially in 2021, both to their highest level and with the largest single-year increase since 1955. Firm profitability, both before and after taxes, also increased to its highest levels. Plenty of retail executives have boasted to investors of their ability to hike prices in the pandemic's aftermath. The Federal Trade Commission is currently looking into the possibility of price gouging. Late in 2021, the FTC launched an investigation into major retailers and consumer goods companies, including Amazon, Kroger, Walmart, Kraft Heinz, and Procter & Gamble. Source: CBS News, April 7th, 2023. Abused Deaf Women's Advocacy Services, ADWAS, ADWAS, empowers deaf and deaf-blind survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and harassment to transform their lives while striving to change the beliefs and behaviors that foster and perpetuate violence. ADWAS provides comprehensive services to individuals and families, community education, and advocacy on systems and policy issues. Please visit adwas.org, ADWAS.org.